very much, Susan, and please forgive me for the quality of my voice. I'd like to begin by issuing a disclaimer, and that is, when it comes to the Middle East, particularly Iran and Turkey, there are no experts. We only have varying levels of ignorance. And since my ignorance is as high or as low as anybody else's, I think I'm well qualified to teach this class. The two countries are ideally suited for comparative analysis because they are amongst the only Islamic countries that survived the era of European imperialism as nominally independent states. Modernization, therefore, was carried out by indigenous elites in both countries. Also, both countries started at roughly equal levels of socioeconomic development, although Turkey was slightly more advanced than Iran. Almost from the inception, however, their development trajectories started to differ from one another, and in this class we will try to discover why. And here are some of the questions that we will ask and try to answer. Why did Turkey become a military democracy while Iran became a personalistic autocracy? Why did Iran undergo an Islamic revolution while Turkey did not? And this is interesting, particularly in light of the fact that the 1960s and especially the 1970s were far more politically unstable in Turkey than they were in Iran. And by the 1970s, not only had Iran caught up with Turkey's level of socioeconomic development, it had actually surpassed it. Another question that we will pose is, why have all of Iran's attempts at democratizing its political system since more than 100 years ago ended in failure? What are the prospects for regime change or modification in Iran today, and will the country finally be able to make a transition to stable democracy? How has Turkey managed to double the size of its GDP in the course of the past 8 years, to create a diversified economy and a vibrant private sector, to spawn a propertied middle class, to promote export-led growth, and to become the world's 16th largest economy? How did the once mighty Turkish military come to lose not just its legitimacy and credibility, but also most of its political power? Does the AKP, which is the ruling party, political party in Turkey, have a secret agenda to transform the country into an Islamic state? And if so, will it succeed in achieving its objective? These are some of the questions that we will pose and try to answer. Thank you very much.